Among the techniques that BAs find the most beneficial for planning how a product is going to meet a set of business objectives is product roadmap. It is used to communicate direction and progress towards the vision for a solution or initiative, and it measures progress against that vision through achieving the stakeholders' desired outcome. It might be interesting for you to get familiar with how the purpose of the technique is seen in the strategy horizon. Product roadmap is used to communicate the expected future direction of the product and to improve collaboration among teams in different initiatives. Also, it is used to support decision-making and prioritization. The initiatives need to correlate with the company's overall strategic goals, for example, to improve performance and increase customer satisfaction. If you take a look at the example of a roadmap given in the Agile extension to the BABAP Guide version 2, you'll be able to see that capabilities are mandatory elements of a roadmap and that time can be measured in quarters. However, be aware that you can track months or weeks as well. So each roadmap should have a time frame. It shows stories, features, requirements, or initiatives, and outlines a path to deliver them in that time frame. You should collect specifications from a variety of sources, including internal team and external stakeholders. You can consider incorporating milestones as well to mark planned release dates, although product roadmaps should focus on value delivered and not on checkpoints. Let's check out which elements we need to document a product roadmap. First and most important is to have a defined vision and strategy. To articulate how the vision will be achieved, first you need to clarify what is included for the solution. Try to define time-bound objectives that have clearly determined success metrics associated with them. What you need to articulate as well are the desired outcomes, both organization and stakeholder. This can significantly help your team to produce a working solution that adds value. Don't forget the team. Maintaining product roadmap is the responsibility of the product management team. To be more precise, it is a central part of a product manager role. The team ensures that all the stakeholders have clear access to the roadmap and that the roadmap is visible all the time. The roadmap reflects the most current priorities and goals and tailors the view based on the audience as required. As there are roadmap tools available on the market, most product management teams tend to use one of those to build and maintain roadmaps. A collection of requirements, features, or stories represents teams that are the next ingredient to cook a good product roadmap. The goal of having teams is to quickly communicate your why, that is, your overall strategy or intent. Each team contains many subsections like epics, stories, or features. One of the most significant benefits of using teams is that you can add, remove, or replace the subsections of a team without significantly affecting the roadmap. An example of a team would be to improve online payment experience. Within this team, you can group dozens of improvements and features, which individually are not that compelling. Examples of the subsections could be mobile support and UX enhancements. And at last, the requirements that are represented in a roadmap should be of a high level, and their primary purpose should be to deliver value and to achieve the vision. Let's briefly summarize what we have until now. The elements that you need to document a product roadmap are defined vision and strategy, defined desired outcomes, product management team, teams, and high-level requirements. Don't forget that a product roadmap is an evolving document and that you need to update it frequently. Sometimes the teams forget about the roadmap. They focus more on user stories and fail to follow the product roadmap or to update it if necessary. One more practice should become a regular one for your team. Share your roadmap. Keep key stakeholders, both internal and external, up to speed. For all of the techniques, there are clear usage considerations in the Agile extension to the BABAP Guide version 2. They are nicely structured and provide the necessary information in which cases the technique is an excellent choice, but also state the limitations of the approach. We can now take a look at the strengths and limitations of product roadmaps. Let's start with the pros and list the strong sides of the technique. By including all stakeholders and allowing them access to the roadmap, you enable their focus to be shared on achieving the vision. It also opens for discussion and solicits different views and feedback depending on the audience. It presents a unified view of the solution direction. On the other hand, among these strengths, there are a few limitations to the technique which you need to be aware of. If you are part of a frequently changing environment, a roadmap can be ineffective. It may also be time-consuming to maintain if overly detailed or multiple different views are required.